Hey everybody, it's Tanya from Vegan in Michigan, and I am with my other Michigander friends, Natalie, Tyler, and Rena, and we are just checking in. We just thought we would do a check-in video because it is day one of the Animal Liberation Conference in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm just making myself laying on you. We are in a very kumbaya moment. There's like 200 people, 200 activists behind us right now. But anyway, I just wanted to check in with my buddies here because we had a long day yesterday getting here, but we still love each other. We were in the car for a long time, and I just wanted to talk with my friends and see what they were most looking forward to, if they were dreading anything for the weekend, because it's going to be really dramatic and emotional this week, you know. But so Nat, what are you looking forward to this week?
So what I'm most looking forward to is sharpening my outreach skills, and what I'm least looking forward to is in a way, I am still looking forward to it, doing the pig vigil, but I think maybe just the emotional aftermath, how that's going to weigh on me, I would say. That's going to probably be a thing. So those would be my two answers. Yeah, about you?
Yeah, I think mine are probably pretty similar, but just to add, I think I'm really looking forward to the march, and just the overall scope of this conference. I think this is a first for myself, and I think most of us here. So to be partaking in something with so many other like-minded folks and fighting for liberation on such a grand scale is something I'm really excited to be a part of. In addition to learning more practical skills, for sure. And then I think the pig vigil for me is also the hardest thing, probably, I'm imagining.
So I agree with everything the both of you just said, and I'm dreading the emotional toll of it, but what I'm hoping is that by learning this information, I'll be able to be more motivated to put it more into action. So I'm looking forward to all the information that I'll be learning, hopefully have additional understanding of things, better talking points, and learn new ways to reach out to people. So really excited to be here. It's amazing.
Already, it's amazing. It's this is day one. We've only seen a couple of different, they had an opening talk, and then Rena and I went to one, what do they call it, a segment or talk or class or whatever. Yeah, a session, breakout session. And so Rena and I went to one, and already got I just had to touch up my makeup because I was crying so much. It was it was really hard, yeah. So this is going to be an entirely emotional 4-day. Are we boring you, Nat? Are we boring you? And our YouTube videos? Wow. I can cut that out. We'll just zoom in away from her. Nat's been on the phone quite a bit this weekend.
Sorry, I totally forgot we were on camera. I forgot we were on camera.
I will never forget this moment in my entire life.
I'm too celebrity for this.
She is too hardcore for us. It's really cool. So anyway, Rena and I were already crying because it was a really emotional talk that we heard about. But that's why we're here. I mean, it's a really weird vacation that we all opted to take together. It's not really a vacation. It's it is, but it's we're gonna get so much out of it. And I think it's just great to meet like-minded people. And then we met like-minded people, and then now we're meeting 200 like-minded people. So I think we're really lucky to be here, you know? Yeah. I'm just kidding. You had to put your phone away. I just thought that was funny.
That was so funny.
Yeah. So what else should we talk about? What else are we looking forward to? The march, I think. Okay, one thing about me.
With thousands of people.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's amazing.
That Earthling ad started.
Using my megaphone for the first time.
We'll definitely give some video of that, yeah. But anyway, we just wanted to check in. Does anybody have anything else you want to talk about before we get into the big weekend? Before it really gets hard? Crazy? Just happy to be here?
I think actually I would like to.
Yay.
So I think something that Rena spoke to that I want to just highlight, I think that I know Paul Bashir from AV was also talking about in a video I was watching that I think is really impactful. I don't think we talk about enough as vegan activists, is this idea that I think we have every right to be angry and outraged. I think that we should be. I think everyone should be. And I think when you're not doing activism, and you're kind of passively going through life, as a vegan, I think that anger builds up. And if you just sit in that, it can be kind of debilitating. And I think that when you are able to channel that into activism of any form, that's a way of you're making a difference. You're putting that energy into something that feels good for you, that makes a difference on the movement. And that's how I think we can manage that anger a little bit. I just wanted to mention that.
Positive action.
Yeah,
I like it.
right.
Because we talked about like I personally, Tyler and I were talking about I personally will be ruined when I get back for a period of time until I process everything that I saw. And even processing isn't the right word because it's it's post-traumatic stress, that we're going to be experiencing or whatever. Just hearing all the things that happen to animals in our world. But okay, you can hear it and then you can, that's what you were saying. You can hear it and then you can stop and you can just let it eat away at you. Or you can try to turn it around and just try to make somebody out there listen to what you're saying and what is happening and have them take it and hopefully act on it and make easier choices. It's so easy. There's millions of vegans out there. It's people just need to believe what people are saying is really happening and see that it's really easy to just make different choices. That's it,
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. Well, these are my buddies and I'm so happy to be traveling with them. I'm really, really lucky. So we'll check in with you later. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name's Jenny McQueen. And, I am so excited that this conference is happening. Have you seen the program? Yes. Incredible speakers, epic actions. And we're in Toronto. We're in Canada. It's happening here. Incredible. So huge thanks to the organising team and absolutely massive thanks to everyone here for making it out today and for the whole weekend. So I've been vegan for about 20 odd years and an animal rights activist too. I've been arrested. Thanks, Joanna. I've disrupted sports events, political leaders, fur fashion shows, and I recently chained myself to a dog sled field. Everything.
I was trying to think if I could come up with one word that would summarize, all of my experiences having done numerous conferences in the past. I was thinking empowering, inspiring, motivated, driven, but I decided to settle with this word, and that is resilience. I think through all the challenges and all the learning, we grow more resilient through the tough times when we face obstacles. And I'm talking about resilient in knowing that there's so many amazing people out there doing incredible, important work to help animals, human and non-human. Resilient in knowing that we have loving and supportive communities that look out for each other and support each other. And resilient in knowing that we're part of a movement filled with inspiring stories and actions, making up a powerful history that we should all be proud of. So this weekend, let's open ourselves up to things that may be uncomfortable and unsettling. Let ourselves be challenged and let us challenge each other in constructive ways that will help us grow. Let us practice compassion and empathy towards not just everybody in this room, but those who we would be engaging with in the broader society.
Let me backtrack for a second. So I went to 5 different mink farms all over the province, and I'll do a little bit of storytelling here. So basically you can imagine going out into the middle of the countryside in the middle of the night, like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're by yourself. You've driven hours and hours to get out to these places, so it's kind of nerve-wracking. You show up at the mink farm, they have huge barbed wire fences, they have security cameras, some of them. They have alarms on them, so I'm hopping these fences, I'm checking out the security. I don't know if I'm gonna get shot, killed by a farmer. I don't know if the police are gonna come and arrest me or what's gonna happen, so it's pretty terrifying. But I knew that getting this information out to the public was key to helping these animals, because nobody had ever really shown what was happening on these mink farms or fur farms in the province here. The conversation I'd seen in the animal rights community had always been like, this is happening in China. I wanted to show people that this is happening in their own backyards. You can drive 40 minutes from here and end up at a fur farm that are doing the same kinds of things you see to animals that's happening on like the PETA videos that you see getting their skin ripped off. I saw minks with their ears ripped off. I saw farmers leaving food at the bottom of the cages full of urine and feces, and the animals were sleeping in it and eating that. So I was hoping that these farms would get charges, and unfortunately the OSPCA didn't really act. Instead I get a call from a detective one day saying, hey, come and turn yourself in for arrest. Because I videotaped these farms. I got charged by 3 different farms for break and enter because they didn't like me showing this to the public. We generated dozens and dozens of news stories, so the fur industry was trying to throw everything at me that they possibly could, giving me these bogus charges. I didn't damage any property, I didn't vandalize anything. The farmers didn't even know that I'd been on their property until I released the videos. So I beat 2 charges already. Thank you to everyone who's donated to my legal defense and who's come out to the rallies we've had at all the courthouses across the province here. I'm still currently facing a break and enter charge, could carry a 10-year prison sentence in Kingston, Ontario. And I'm also being civilly sued by one of the fur farmers that I beat in criminal court. He wants damages in the tens of thousands of dollars for mental distress and for me to pay for all the security equipment that he bought to protect his farm. One thing I know, another effect besides the public debate I've created and fur farming campaign has created is that we've put a chill on fur farming. So fur farmers, they hear this information, they're spending tons and tons, thousands of dollars putting up security equipment. I know some of the farmers are hiring like night security guards. They're getting letters, emails, and phone calls from people about what they're doing, from their neighbors and their community. So we're really creating a public debate against fur farming. I really think that it's possible to get a ban in the next decade. We see the successes in Europe, and the whole time that this campaign is running, the whole time the mink trial is going on, we're seeing bans in LA. New York's probably going to pass a ban on the sale of fur. Designers are dropping fur every day, so this is like a global international movement that many, many animal rights activists are part of, and I appreciate each and every one of you that fights for these animals and these farms. Your voice is needed, and my story, I'm just one person that went onto these farms with a camera, and I scared the crap out of them. Just one person. You guys can do the same. You have the ability, and just get out there and do it. You just gotta have the drive. Even get together with some friends and just do it for the animals.
So how many of you would like to see a vegan world by 2026? Almost unanimous. How many of you believe that a vegan world could be achieved by 2026? A lot fewer than the ones who said it can be, that we want it to happen, right? So Jenny mentioned that my granddaughter has been, she basically runs my life. So at the beginning of the year, I asked her what should be my vegan goal for 2019. And she told me your goal should be to make the impossible seem possible. That's what I've been trying to do. So I hope to do that today with you.
The animals don't have time. This planet doesn't have time. We need to act now. The animals need us to be brave and to sacrifice our own self-interest in order to get their stories told, to save those we can, and to bring justice to those that we can't.
A factor of 7 growth in 3 years is a factor of 343 growth in 9 years. So between 2017 and 2026, we're going to increase by a factor of 343 if we maintain this growth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a vegan world.
Thank you.